going on, guys? Great Disciple back with another gameplay. In the background, you're going to be watching me pwn some noobs like always. I just don't know which one exactly I'm going to have going. The reason for that is because I really just wanted to express my feelings towards a comment that was left on my upload to Thunderstruck Gaming. There was a guy, I can't remember his name, but him and we messaged back and forth a little bit, and he talked about how most YouTubers who post gameplays on YouTube, Call of Duty, it's just games that they get against really bad players. And there's some truth to that. And he also spoke about how, you know, it's mainly connection warfare. If you have a dominant connection, you're just going to own everybody you play against. And yeah, there could be a little bit of truth to that one too. But that's just partially the story. You know, we'll take me for example. Why have I had so much success in Black Ops 3? Because Black Ops 3 is nothing more than Black Ops 2 beefed up with a little piece of destiny in there. You know, you could even step back and say that Black Ops 3 is nothing more than a Black Ops 2 DLC, in my opinion. And the character models move the same, they look the same, the guns work the same, the perks are relatively the same, the streaks go ham like they always do. I know you guys are going to tell me that they don't, but you know what? I play hardcore, and the streaks kill. They annihilate. If you're getting frustrated in core, switch over to hardcore. Everything works. All the guns work. It comes down to speed and reaction time. You know, you talk about connection. I played on a constant 3-bar in Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2 for years. I had some of the worst internet, which is one of the reasons why I was so attracted to hardcore, because I could always get the drop on players before they could even see me coming. So even though I had a weaker connection, I could still kill them and do really well in the game. So I don't necessarily believe that connection plays that big of a role. What I think it is a mix of players. You know, I think that you can take the entire Call of Duty population and divide them into roughly 5 categories. The first one would be your noobs, your newbies, the people who are just joining the franchise. I know somebody in one of the comments on TSG talked about how there's really no new people anymore. Well, I'm going to disagree with that and say that I believe that the majority of the people who play Call of Duty these days are new to the game. I think a lot of the people who played Call of Duties in the past have left and moved on. So when you have a newbie, you could just consider them sheep to the slaughter. They don't really know what they're doing or why they're doing it. They don't know what guns to use, what perks to run. I mean, they're just clueless, but they're learning. A step up from a newbie would be a camper. A camper could actually have been in the game for years, all right? They just, I think it's a fear of failure is why they camp. You know, they don't want to be the cause of their team's loss. And I know in an objective game mode, a camper, you know, basically doesn't do anything for the team, but they don't want to run out there and die, because they feel like if they run out there and die, then they're letting their team down. Maybe it's too stressful for them. Maybe they don't trust themselves. Maybe they're just scared. After that, you would have what I would consider your rough and tumble players. These are the guys who want to win the game. They play the objective. They go after the B flag, and they will continue to go after it. Now, they're not just going out there feeding the other team kills. I mean, they're going out there with the sole purpose of winning the game, and they like to get up close and personal. These are your OBJ players. They're fun to play with, and they're fun to play against, believe me. After that, I would consider another one, the fourth group, the Completionist. These are the guys who play the game to have fun, of course, and they want to win, they want to do well, but they have other objectives in mind. They want to earn camos or attachments or gear, or they want to earn player tags or emblems or calling cards. They always have an alternate goal in mind when they enter a game. They have a side mission, so to say, which is fun. I mean, I'm a little like that at times. But then you have your fifth group. Your fifth group is what most people would call your tryhards. I don't consider us tryhards. I consider us finesse. We don't like to die. We don't like to get touched. We like to win all of our gunfights. And one of the best ways to do that is play on the outskirts of the map and keep all of your engagements on the flank. You want to hit your enemies from the side, or you want to hit them from behind. Either one. That's what I consider a finesse player. You know, weaving in and out, running around in somebody's spawn. You need people like this on your team if you want to be successful. I would say you need roughly 1 finesse player, 3 OBJ players, and those final 2, this is on a 6v6 team, those final 2 could be a noob or a camper, because you need somebody who's going to create havoc on the enemy team. So why am I saying all this? Well, good gameplays don't just come when a good player gets into a lobby with a bunch of noobs. They do happen and they are fun, but those games don't usually happen until the end of the life cycle when all of the advanced players or the good ones have moved on to other games for boredom. What usually happens is when you go into a lobby and let's say you have 2 Finesse players on one team and 4 OBJ players on the other team, those OBJ players, they are going to get absolutely crushed by the Finesse players. Even though the OBJ players, their team may win the game, the Finesse players are going to destroy them in the process. You know, I'll go into games and I'll drop 50, 60, 70 kills on a team, and I may only have 2 caps, and I'll lose the game, all right? And I understand that. You know, I'm playing solo, I lose a lot of games, I'm fine with it. But then I'll get messages from the OBJ players on the other team telling me that, oh, you're awful at this game, you shouldn't play, go play team deathmatch. And I'm sitting there scratching my head. I'm like, I just destroyed you. You went 15 and 32 with 7 caps and 2 defends, and I went 62 and 11 with 2 caps and 18 defends. And you're telling me you did better than I did? So what I'm getting down to is good gameplays on YouTube. It comes down to player mix, and to say that it's just simply a good player versus bad players is kind of short-sighted. Okay. Another thing is, you know, when you get a good gameplay, you may actually get it against really dominant players on the other team, and it could just be that maybe they're messing around with subpar weapons, or maybe they're hardpoint players and they decided to go playing Dom and they don't know the rotations of the map. Maybe you just have better spawn knowledge than they do. You know, there's a lot that goes into a really good gameplay, but to knock somebody down who posts a gameplay on YouTube where he's absolutely decimating a team and saying that, oh, it's all because of your connection, or it's all because, you know, you're playing against subpar players, it's not fair. Okay, and I have seen gameplays on YouTube where guys have gone off. I mean, you can watch MLG gameplays and see one MLG player completely dominate 4 other ones, and you can't tell me it has to do with connection or because the other ones are subpar players. It's just because one person's better than the other. Now, I will be the first to say that I do get owned regularly in Call of Duty. For every 1 amazing gameplay, I have 2 bad ones and 3 average ones. All right. Anyways, I just wanted to get this off my chest. It kind of got to me when I saw it in the commentary. I figured it was coming once I started posting my videos, people assuming that I'm just doing this because I'm getting bad players on the team, or I'm running as a team. And if you go back and look at my videos, the majority of my gameplays are solo. So yeah, I got a couple of amazing clips coming up for you later on this week. Some awesome gameplays from this double XP weekend. I hope you guys enjoy them. I hope you learned something in this video. I'm very curious to hear what you guys are in your classification on a Call of Duty player. Are you OBJ? Are you a camper? Are you a Finesse player? Are you a Completionist who just goes for emblems? Let me know. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. As always, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.